Does this make you uncomfortable? Well, it makes me very comfortable because now my low back and hip pain has melted away like warm butter. So how can you do this exercise and melt away your pain? I thought you'd never ask.
So I'm going to break down this exercise, explain why you'd want to do this exercise and what it's actually doing. And if you stay tuned till the end, I'm going to give you a bonus movement to truly help you unlock your hip and back pain. My name is Dr. Grant Elliott, and we've helped thousands with low back pain, disc herniation, and sciatica fully recover through our one-on-one online coaching program. And in this episode, I'm going to teach you how to unlock your stiff hips to free yourself of pain. So we call this exercise the frog, cat, cow, and we break it into 3 distinct parts, and I'm going to help you master each part right now. The first part is learning how to isolate the cat-cow motion into the lower back. So to begin, get on all fours and begin practicing the cat-cow. Focus on flexing and extending through the entire spine from the tailbone to the head as the normal cat-cow is performed. This is the normal cat-cow, and this is ideal motion movement from tailbone to head. This is the first part we break down. You need to be able to do this cat-cow. So now the second part, we're going to learn how to isolate the cat-cow to specifically target the lower back. So a great way to learn this is by leaning against a chair, couch, or table, putting your upper body on it with only your lower back and your hips hanging off. What this is going to do is it's going to lock down your torso, and now you're going to practice the cat-cow motion only through your spine and your hips, which are free, not pinned to the table. This takes some practice, but will help you gain much better control isolating the lower back and the pelvis specifically. Learning how to isolate just your lower back is, yes, great for mobility and pain relief, but the reason why is because it's improving what we call proprioception. When we analyze individuals who have had low back pain for long periods of time, they lack proprioception. Proprioception is an awareness of where your body is in space, and this includes individual segments and regions of your body. We see that when individuals are in more pain for longer periods of time, their proprioception goes down because they begin stiffening and limiting their motion. And the worse your proprioception, your control is in a specific region, the more sensitive your nervous system becomes because it tries to find where it is in space because you're not moving it and you're not aware. So it needs to upregulate it. What that also does as a side effect then is it increases the pain sensitivity you have in this region. And we see time and time again that when we start to simply regain control of awareness in our back and in our certain regions, it then downregulates our nervous system because your proprioception is improving and therefore reduces your pain sensitivity. So just learning how to control a specific region and become aware of it mentally can vastly improve your pain. Hey, real quick, I know you're struggling with pain and obviously want to fix it. So if you just text me the word pain to 317-751-9509, I will send you my free back pain fix demo. Just text that number and you can fix your pain. Thank me later. Back to the show. So now we know how to isolate your lower back in the cat-cow. You can also practice this on all fours just to make sure that you've kind of mastered that specific isolation. Now the third part is now introducing the hip mobilization at the same time into our frog pose. Now, I need to highlight why it's important to have mobile hips. How does this relate to back pain? Your hips and your lower back are best friends. If one is upset, the other one typically is too. They work together. If your hips are limited, then it means you have to move more through the regions above and below, which are your knee and your lower back, above and below. This puts more stress on these regions. The best athletes move through their hips phenomenally, and your hips need to move well and function well for you to get back to any of those activities that you want to do, back into squatting, deadlifting, running, tennis, golf, whatever it is. You need to have adequate hip movement and hip control to regain high level of function without pain and without compensating through your back. So let's go over this last part to master the hip portion and make this exercise perfect. On all fours, open up your hips as wide as you can comfortably. Now in this position with your hips abducted, begin to perform the low back cat-cow, the isolated cat-cow. Get used to it in this position and then begin to sit back deeper and deeper as far as you can while maintaining that full range of motion and control through the isolated low back cat-cow. The further back you sit, the harder it is. And believe me, you will feel an intense stretch through the hips and the groin. That's the point. And depending on your mobility, you can perform this on your hands or your elbows. They are slightly different since the position of your torso changes relative to your hips. So you can try it both ways, see which feels better to you, or just simply implement both versions into your routine to get both angles. Now, it's time for the bonus exercise. That movement alone, I do it before every deadlift and squat workout. Before any lower body workout, I am performing this frog, cat, cow. You are gonna feel extremely mobile and extremely fluid after doing this. But because you watched to the end, let's add on an extra layer here that's gonna really help unlock your mobility. As if this movement wasn't enough. Since we are already in this frog position, we are going to now turn this into what's called the tactical frog. After sitting back as far as you can, we're no longer gonna perform this isolated cat-cow, but you're gonna come up out of the position and now internally rotate one leg at a time as far as you possibly can, and then sit back to the return position as you return the leg into that position as well. Alternate each side as you go. Going into maximal internal rotation with each rep works different muscles and works different ranges of motion throughout the hip. So it's providing more mobility and targeting all areas. After these, you will feel massive mobility improvement throughout your hips, and your lower back will just feel lighter. This can also help sciatica significantly as well, as the sciatic nerve passes through your hip, and there can be certain restrictions throughout the hip that can cause further irritation, and these exercises can help take pressure off of it. But as always, although these exercises can provide significant relief for you in both your hip and lower back tightness and pain, they may not be the exact movements you need. The most effective hip and back pain recovery does not come from random YouTube exercises, although I really appreciate you watching my videos. But I would rather you have a specific plan designed for you so you aren't guessing, you're not accidentally doing the wrong movements, or just living with pain any longer than necessary. So to help you identify the exact exercises you need, I created something that has helped our clients get on average 37% reduction in their pain in a single session. And in other individuals, complete pain reduction within as little as 15 days, even with some of the most excruciating back and sciatica pain. And it's called the Centralization Process. And I want you to try it out. So if you want to dive deeper with me and actually get a structured plan to healing, then just text me the word pain to 317-751-9509 to get a tailored step-by-step plan to permanently fix your back or sciatica issues using our centralization process. Do it right now so you don't miss this opportunity to finally beat this pain and live the life that you deserve. And after you text me, please like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, join our private Facebook group, RehabFix Low Back Program, for more free content, resources, and guides. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one, and I'll see some of you in the program real soon.